Hello everyone, good to see you again. Alright, so let's get started today on my public live. So today is the 17th of June 2020 on Wednesday. So my name is Kei and I am a Japanese Forex trader living in Tokyo, Japan, and also a mentor based in Tokyo, Japan. So today, as the title says, right, on this video, I will talk about the counter trend line. Alright, so today's a Wednesday, right? So for those who are new to my channel, right, basically every Wednesday, right, I talk about my own strategy. And you will see the title here or on the description. I mean on this on the title also, right, on the YouTube video itself. But the so yeah, today I will talk about my own strategy. And yeah, so today I will talk about the one of the trading edges that I usually look for by counter trend line, right? So if you like today's live already, please press a good button and make sure to subscribe and click the bell button so that you get notified as I keep doing these lives every day. Oh yeah, by the way, usually I say, please press a good button, right? Usually in English, right, we say that you say, press the thumbs up, right? Give it a thumbs up, right? But I usually say like press a good button because usually in Japanese we say it's a good button. So yeah, I hope you get used to it and you can press the good button if you think it's good today's live. All right, so yeah, so today I will talk about my own strategy by looking at some of the real charts today. So basically, I was looking at the chart. I took a look at the chart maybe twice or three times today, but because I don't see any trends right now, I'm not really taking trades. Yeah, because I don't even see any trends in a 1 hour either. I think I saw a couple of pairs that are on the trend in 1 hour, so I think I will show them, and also I will I will introduce a couple of past charts to introduce how I usually take trades based on the counter trend line. Alright, so let's get started. So basically today is the KTS, right? So I will touch on Ichimoku, but most likely I will talk about my own strategy, right? So I am a trader who uses Ichimoku Kinko Hyo and also other indicators to find trading edges, and here is the PDF that I created a couple of weeks ago where you can download for free on the below link too. But the yeah, so yeah, it used to be called Ichimoku trend capture, right? But now I changed it to Kei's trading strategy, my own strategy, because I got requests from many traders to introduce my whole strategy. And that's why I created the PDF, which is available for free from the link below. And also there is a playlist on my YouTube channel so that you can click on that playlist and you can watch through all these knowledges here. So today particularly I will focus on this counter trend line here, right? So on this one. So I have covered so far the I think I've covered the some of these candlestick patterns. Well, actually, this is another playlist here, but I will talk about that in my future lives too. And also, there is a yeah, I will talk about Tokyo box strategy sometime next week. Yeah, but the today is going to be counter trend line, right? And also how I talk about squeeze, Bollinger Band squeeze expansion, right? And also I talked about gold cross, dead cross. I haven't covered the divergence yet, so I will cover that also in my future lives. And also I've already covered the Fibonacci retracement and expansion. But yeah, so usually I won't just pick one single indicator or signals to take trades, right? I usually look at multiple indicators and draw lines with other indicators and tools to capture, to increase the probability of winning and also the risk to reward ratio, along with the major trend, which are usually 30-minute chart or above time frames. So I am a trend follower, right? I am a trend follower, so I make sure to follow the trend. So whenever I see that, whenever I look at the market analyze, right? I look at daily chart, 4-hour chart, right? Either daily or 4, right? I won't look at the both. I look at either daily or 4 and see, try to find the trading edge. I mean, not the trading edge, but try to find, try to confirm the trend on one of these time frames. And to confirm that trend, I look at the 1 hour or 30. And when it really comes to taking trades, I look at either 15 or 5-minute chart to execute trades. So today, counter trend line is most likely used to spot the entry timing. So that's why it says on this page, on that page 10, on this PDF, it says 50-minute chart or 5-minute chart. And to execute trades, I usually use these tools to capture the edges. So let's get started. So let's open up some charts today. Although we don't see decent trend up or downwards, let me see. So yeah, the couple pairs that I was looking at where I see the trend was actually the Euro CAD and also Euro CHF, right? These are the two pairs that I think this is downtrend, but all the rest, right, basically are actually ranging right now in bigger time frames. So probably we can look at the Euro CAD 1-hour chart, right? And because in 1-hour chart, if you are familiar with the my own strategy KTS, right? I captured a trend where after the Kumo twist, right, confirm the Senko span B horizontal and the Senko span A moving down, and Kijun Sen also points downwards to confirm the trend. So that's simple, right? So I usually look at the Kumo, right, Senko span BA and Kijun Sen angles to capture the trend. And when they are really going down, that is when there is a trend on that particular time frame. So that actually explained, that is also explained on my past lives, so you can click on that KTS playlist and you can check on the videos where I talk about Senko span BA and Kijun Sen to capture the trend. But yeah, so now I can see that there is a downtrend, so I will start to look at the smaller time frames to capture the trading edges to sell in this case, right? Because this is downtrend, so I would never ever look for the buy chance, right? I will only look for a sell chance in this case. So let's take a look at the 15. All right, so in a 50-minute chart, right, this is downtrend. So let me zoom out a little bit, and I can see that it was a range in the past, but now this is a downtrending, right? And in 1-hour chart, as you saw it, it was a downtrend. So, and here is the 15-minute chart. So yeah, probably I can just look at the price actions, right? So in 15-minute chart or 5-minute chart, sometimes I look at the Ichimoku Kinko here, but sometimes I don't look at it. So I don't really care about the Kumo angles or Kijun Sen angles in 15 or 5 because it changes a lot, and usually Kumo is more towards like a lagging indicator because it reacts by the recent high breakout or recent low breakout most likely. So in that sense, I don't really look for the trading edges, right, to buy or sell by Ichimoku. So in this case, right, there is a downtrend. So first of all, right, you can draw the trend line moving downwards in this case, right? So how you can draw the trend line will be like this way, right? So the price has been reacted, right, by these highs, and now the price is going downwards, right? And it looks like the price is about to be touching on the upper level of this descending trend line. So we can kind of expect that the price might be reacted by this line and goes downwards to this way and breaks the recent low downwards, right? As long as 1 hour chart is moving down it is one of the scenarios, right? One of the potential in this particular situation. And that's why you can look for the sell chance, right? So in this particular case, you can wait for the price to be touching on this descending trend line. And also there is a Kijun Sen here too, up here. So you can expect that the price might be reacted by one of these lines and look for the sell chance here. So that when you place a sell, the stop loss can be very tight here, but you can still expect the bigger reward if it breaks it downwards, which is higher probability because there is a downtrend in 1 hour time frame, bigger time frame, right? So let me talk about how I would draw the counter trend line. Okay, so counter trend line is actually, you can it's a line where you can draw against the trend, right? It's a counter trend line, so the line actually goes against the trend. So how I would place the counter trend line would be, because we're looking for the sell chance, right? We want for the breakout. So I would draw the line to expect the breakout of that counter trend line to sell in this particular momentum. So for one of the examples might be, I can draw the counter trend line like this way, right? You see the low here, and the price has been reacted by this, by this line a couple of times. So once the price breaks it downwards, which was happening exactly on this candlestick, right? We can look for the sell chance, right? So this is the ideal sell chance, right? At that time when I was looking at the market. Of course, I was not really looking at the market, so I wasn't able to place a sell. But if I draw the counter trend line this way, then you can precisely capture where exactly the breakout happens here. But yeah, to be honest, in this case, I'm not really sure because yeah, hold on, let's see. So let me spot this one at the vertical line, right? And let me check out the 1 hour time frame once again and make sure that whether it was a downtrend or not is a question. So let me look at the 1 hour chart, right? So in 1, right, when you saw the breakout of the counter trend line downwards, it was on this candlestick, and at that time the Kumo was flat, or the Kumo was actually 26 forwarded. So the Kumo was actually sitting right here. 26 forward was right here. Yeah, so you can see that the Kumo was flat at that time, right? And also the Kijun Sen was flat at that time too in 1 hour chart. So technically you cannot really draw this technical counter trend line, right? This is not really called counter trend line to me because it was the range. So where exactly the downtrending happening is that the so let me just delete this one to so that it won't confuse you. But where exactly the downtrend was starting was at the where Kijun Sen started to point downwards in this candlestick, right? And also if you look at the Kumo at that time, right, the Kumo was sloping downwards this way, right? Kumo Senko span B was moving down, Senko span A was moving down at that time, and also Kijun Sen, the green Kijun Sen was also moving down. So this is the candlestick where I would start to look for the sell chance. Until then, I wouldn't look for the sell chance, right? Because there was not a trend in 1 hour. So the price might be going up, right? This is going down, but it might have been going upwards too. So I would wait for this candlestick until all these lines are moving down. So let me go back to 15 and see where I can draw the counter trend line in this case, right? So in this case, there is no retracement. Right now it is retracing, right? After this doji candlestick right here, I can see that this is a slight reverse. So in this case, I would draw the counter trend line like this way, right? Like this way. And when I see the breakout of the candlestick with this counter trend line, I would look for the sell chance and expect the price to break the recent low even downwards this way. Does that make sense, everyone? Because, you know, ever since from this vertical yellow line, it was a downtrend in 1 hour chart, right? It was a downtrend in 1 hour chart. Let me get the arrow, right? But before that, it was horizontal, right, in 1 hour chart. So this is the candlestick where I will start to look for the sell chance. Yeah, somewhere around in this area. Whenever the Kijun Sen, right, Senko span A, start to move down in a 1 hour chart. So yeah, this is one of the counter trend lines that you can draw. And also, let me take a look at the 5, right? Let's pull up the 5-minute chart and see how you can, you know, draw another counter trend lines too. So in this case, right, from this vertical line, the market was moving down, right? In 1 hour chart, the market started to move down based on my own strategy. Okay, so you can draw the counter trend line, right? I can see another, like a reversal, right? Like this area too, right? So you can potentially capture this edge, right? And after the close of the candle, you might be able to place a sell by looking at this counter trend line. And once again, I won't really take trades by only looking at the breakout of this counter trend line, right? Of course, I will be looking at the Bollinger Band squeeze expansion and also stochastic dead cross too, on or other confirmations, right? But yeah, counter trend line will be very powerful as one of the tools to capture the selling or buying edges. In this case, the selling edges, right? So, and I don't really look at the Kumo right now, right? I don't really look at the Ichimoku in this case, right? Because I value the price action in smaller time frames than Ichimoku here. And also, I just noticed that the you know, you can draw another reversal line this way, right? There was a recent support, now becoming a couple of you know, rejections, support resistances here. So it looks like the price, you know, if the price does not renew the recent high upwards, right, most likely it will go downwards to this way. And also there is a descending trend line, right, moving downwards by 1 hour chart. So we can also expect that the price might be reacted by this descending trend line and move downwards, or breaking this kind of trend line downwards to look for the sell chance next time. But if it goes upwards, then, you know, once again, let's say the price start to go upwards this way and start to renew the recent high even upwards this way, right? In that case, what you have to look for is the 1 hour chart, right? You have to come back to 1 hour chart and see if this Kijun Sen is still moving down or Senko span A is still moving down too. Most likely the Kijun Sen will be flat and Senko span A will be flat or retracing when you start to see the retracement, like a deep retracement to the upside. So before taking trades, right, in the smaller time frames, make sure to look at the bigger time frame, you know, the time frame that you confirm the trend, and you know, try to capture the trend, right? Always come back to the trend, make sure the trend, and take trades accordingly, right? By looking at the smaller time frames is my, you know, opinion or my strategy. So, all right. So I hope it makes sense to everyone. Okay, so right now I just keep watching the market, right? In probably 5, right? I will keep looking at the market and see if the price breaks the recent low. I mean this candle trend line downwards. Yeah, that will be how I take this candle trend line as an example. Alright, so let me come back to some other comments. Alright, so let's see who's here. Alright, thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you. As always, thank you for your participation. As always, good to see you. Alright, so let's see. Alright, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been ranging. Yeah, it's been ranging this week. Right. So this is where you have to be patient, right? this is where usually people get get losses over time, right? They jump into the market whenever there is no trend, and you lose over time. You get break evens over time, right? And you might get tired. So we have to wait for the next trend to come. It will come, right? The trend will come in the future. That's for sure. So until then, we can just do our own things, right? Yep. Hi, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. All right, so let's see. All right, good to see you, everyone. All right. Looking for short on Euro JPY. All right, so Euro JPY is actually on my, oh, it's not on my watch list, but the, yeah, let me take a look at that one. All right, and see if that's on the trend or not, right? So Euro JPY, let's start to look at the daily chart first, right? So always come back to the bigger time frames first and then break it down. So it's a top-down analysis that I usually do. So in the daily chart, this seems to be uptrend, right? And now this is retracing backwards. So let's take a look at the one. Okay, in 1 hour chart, right? This seems to be downtrending, right? Started to be downtrend because I can see that there is a yeah, like a breakout. I think this is still in the middle of the breakout, right, downwards. So yeah, I will wait for the clear breakout. I will just wait for the candle close of this one, and if the close price will end up with this lower level from this 120.244, then I will start to look for the sell chance in even smaller time frames. So let's take a look at the 15. Yeah, 15 currently looks like it's a doji candlestick, so this is where we have to be very careful, right? In this case, if it closes with this doji candle, then you better wait for the breakout, right, of this recent low downwards, right? Because it might reverse to the upside. So that's something that we have to wait based on this 15-minute chart. And let's take a look at the 5. All right, in 5, yeah, this is trending downwards. Yeah, so we can look for the sell chance, right? And also you see retracements, right, a couple of times here, like this was the retracement. So you can draw the counter trend line like this way, and you can capture the breakout, right? Close. Always look at the close price, the breakout, and start to look for the sell chance from here. So this is one of the examples where you can take a counter trend line, or if the current price start to retrace upwards, then once again you can draw another counter trend line like this way, right? As it keeps going upwards this way. But as long as you see downtrend in bigger time frame, right, you can keep your eyes on the breakout of this kind of trend line, and you can look for the sell chance in that case, because most likely the price will go downwards, and potentially, right, it can break further downwards this way. So that's something that I will be expecting by taking that kind of trend line in this case. Of course, we're not really sure how strong or how the price will be retracing upwards this way, but depending on how it goes upwards, right, you can draw the line like this way against the trend. You can draw the line, and whenever it breaks out, you can look for the sell chance in that way. All right. Yeah, I think this is another great example because it was downtrend. Yeah. All right. Good to see you, everyone. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right. I am a little tired today, so I don't think I will be doing the live that long today. But yeah, because I had a long day today, so I was looking at the PC all day long, so my eyes kind of tired, and yeah, so that's why. And in this kind of condition, I don't really look at the market either because yeah, I can't really forecast, right? I can't really focus on and I can't really forecast to look at the market in different angles. So that's why I don't really, basically I stay away, right? And also there is no trend, so that's another reason why I would be staying away from the market today. There was a couple of fundamental news today, but it didn't really react. It wasn't really reflected to the market, because I think these results were kind of expected by the market already. So it didn't really impact the market. I was looking at the CPI on Canada, but yeah, it didn't really impact the market today. So most likely, I will just stay away from the market today after the live. Yeah, probably just relax. Maybe I will, I will get the hot bathtub, and take a shower, take a bath, and go to bed anytime soon. Most likely. Yeah, I'm already a little sleepy, but yeah, this is live, so it's okay. I mean, I can just keep talking this way. But yeah, sorry, coming back to the topic, right? Coming back to the topic here. So let's see. All right, good to see you. All right. People also say press like. Okay, yeah, press the like button. Press like, right? Press like. You hear people say things like, please like and subscribe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Just follow checklist waiting for the Kumo and Kijun-sen to go downwards. Yeah, so basically these are the pairs that I usually look at, right? Sometimes I look at different pairs, but these are like the standard members on my checklist as of now. So yeah, and whenever you see one of these pairs are turning red, that is a trend on that particular day. So you will instantly know which pair is on the trend on that day in a 4-hour chart or the daily chart. Yeah, so as you can see, all these are black, so that means that the all these are basically flat right now, ranging. Yep. On MT4, can you make the cloud fill instead of lines? I don't think so. This is MT5, and yeah, so I can turn these Kumos to be filled, but I don't think you can do that on MT5. Yeah, I used to use MT4, but not anymore, because it's no longer in support, right? So that's why. Security reasons, I decided not to use MT4. All right, good to see you. All right. Do you look the Ichimoku on the lower time frames when looking for the trailing edges? Yeah, so I look at the Kumo Kijun-sen, right? And also Tenkan-sen Kijun-sen bounce, I look at it. And wave analysis, I do the wave analysis on smaller time frames too. And also Chikou span breakout is quite effective, even smaller time frames. So most likely, these 4 things are something that I usually look at by Ichimoku in smaller time frames, which are 15 or 5. Yeah. Yeah, in other words, right? When I look at the bigger time frames, right, most likely I look at the Kumo and Kijun-sen to capture the trend. Well, of course, sometimes I draw Fibonacci retracements or lines, right, like support resistance lines, and also a couple of other things. But in terms of the indicator, most likely I only look at and I use the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo in bigger time frames. Yeah, I don't really look at the Bollinger Bands or stochastics in bigger time frames, because to me these are to capture the trade edges. Yeah, I think Ichimoku should be enough to to capture whether the market is on the trend or not, or a trend direction. Not taking trades during New York sessions? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. I take trades, if I stay up late. Yeah, like right now, right? If I see any trends, I still take trades in New York sessions too. Yeah. All right. All right. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Clear. All right. Good to hear that. Yeah, so the combination, right? Combination of Ichimoku, trend lines, Bollinger Band are important, right? So how you can combine all together is actually the next topic that we'll be talking about after covering all these indicators. So right now, right, I just created the KTS case trading strategy, right, playlist. So I've decided to talk about all these first, and then I will show you how I combine all these together later. So now I'm just picking, each one of these tools and indicators, signals, and demonstrate how I would, take trades based on these indicators for now. Yeah, and whenever I take trades, right, real time, then of course I will explain, right? So in this particular case, for example, like I took the Bollinger Band expansion and stochastic dead cross, and then I took the Tokyo box strategy, and then the resistance line or support line breakout, I took that sell, right? I will explain that way by combining all these together. Yeah, but if I don't take trades, most likely I will just pick one of these indicator tools or lines to explain individually how I use that particular tools to take trades. Yeah, I was doing backtest lately, and 90% of times whenever I took position, it went other way. Okay, yeah, that is not good. That is not good actually. Yeah. So you have to do some tweak here. Yeah, maybe you have to look at your stop losses, right, and also make sure that you're on the trend. All right. Yes, clear as crystal water. All right, that's good. That's good to hear. All right. Pure water. All right. All right, good to see you. Good to see everyone. Oh, I don't use Fibonacci fans, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, maybe, right? If it works, then you can use that too. Yeah. Stay away and wait for the trend. Exactly. That's true. That's true. So for example, like I mentioned this one on the Ichimoku Discord, but for example, like I was looking at this USDJPY and waiting for the breakout, right? So this is in 15-minute chart. I was looking for the breakout, and I was thinking that, right, after the London sessions, right, there might be some breakout. I was kind of expecting that, but now this is still in ranging, right? I saw the fake breakout, right, on this 15-minute candlestick. Right now it is faking breakout, right, but the wick's pointing downwards, and this is not the clear breakout yet. So yeah, for example, if it was breaking out after the Asian session, then I might be taking sell, but yeah, otherwise I just wait for the next trend, yeah, in bigger time frame, because in this USDJPY in 1 hour, this is in the pure range. There is clearly no trend, right? So it might go upwards, it might go downwards. We never know which way it's gonna go, right? Or it might go downwards along the way, or it might go up along the way too. So that's where we lose money usually, when there is no trend. How can I start knowing when we are forming the range. So yeah, you can look at my past video, right, that explains about the Kumo, angle length thickness, and then Senko span BA, Kijun Sen, and all together. There is a playlist when you come to my channel, my first channel, or it's actually not here, but if you come to my official channel, you can, if you click on that playlist, you will find a playlist of the KTS, and you can see, you can find exactly how you can capture the trend. Yeah, and I have the second channel too. Yeah, I have the second channel where I usually show my, casual, like my private lives. I've been recording a couple of videos and uploading them recently, so you can watch and enjoy these anime shops, or like some milkshakes and some secret gardens and things like that. I was visiting all these places because now the lockdown is over in Tokyo. Although, right, the numbers of the victims of the coronavirus is still increasing a little bit in Tokyo, right? Technically, right, we're out of lockdown now, so I start to explore some places to record some videos. So you can come to this second channel, and you can also subscribe this one. Yeah, because when I have more than 1,000 subscribers, then I will start to do the live outside on this second channel too, and take it around in Tokyo. So that's something that I'm doing here. But yeah, for to capture that trend, you can come to this channel, click on that playlist, and click on that KTS playlist to check on these topics. All right. Euro USD looks like downtrend in 1 hour. Okay, all right. So Euro USD is also my watch list. So let me take a look at that one. So all right, Euro USD 1 hour is, yeah, looks like this is moving down. Okay, great. Yeah, this is moving down. Yeah, I was waiting for the breakout on this one because I saw there was a head and shoulders pattern, right? In hourly chart, right, I was seeing that there was a head and shoulders pattern. So I was expecting the price to be breaking downwards, and now it looks like almost, right, this is kind of in the middle. Technically this is not really breaking out yet, so we have to wait for the candle close on this one, and if it really breaks it downwards as a close price or the next candle, whenever you see the close price is breaking the recent low downwards, then we can start to look for the sell chance. So now technically this is not really downtrending price action wise, right? Price action wise. And then if you look at the Kumo, yeah, after the Kumo twisted here, I can see that the Kumo was flat, and recently it is going downwards, but I think that this is too short, right? Too short in this area. Yeah, so we want the longer Kumo to confirm the stable downtrend. So yeah, and also Kijun Sen is moving down, so this is a good news. But I would wait for the Kumo to be trending downwards more stably to look for the sell. Or if you look at the price action, then I would wait for the breakout of the recent low downwards. I mean breakout of the close price, and start to look for the sell. Yeah, but let me take a look at the 5, right? Oh yeah, in 5, this is a downtrend. So let's take a look at the 30. Yeah, on 30-minute chart, I see that the Kumo is in a more beautiful downtrend, right? And also Kijun Sen was moving down, right? It is flat now, but Kijun Sen was moving down. On this candlestick right here, it was moving down. On this one. So yeah. So in that sense, right, if you look at the 5, maybe you could have been drawing the kind of trend line like this way when you saw the downtrend in 30, and take a sell at the breakout too, right? In this particular case right here, I don't think there was a downtrend in 30, so we don't really want to draw like this line because it wasn't a downtrend. But because in this area I think it was a downtrend in 30, maybe, yeah. So that's why whenever you see the downtrend in bigger time frames, that's when you start to, you know, draw these kind of trend lines too and expect the breakout towards that direction. All right. All right, so let's see. Oh, Mrs. Watanabe in the future. All right, I can talk about her. I'm not really sure. I did read through some of the articles of her. So yeah, I will talk about Mrs. Watanabe too in my future live. Yeah. Did you enjoy the talk about CIS? Did you like it? Yeah. Actually, there are more and more things that I want to talk about CIS because you know, he's quite a character and he's got lots of things that he talks about. So yeah, I think I will be creating another video that talks about him, right? And also the conversation between BNF and CIS. So yeah, there are more and more to come in this channel. And also Ichimoku Kinko-hyo too. Alright, so let's see. You need to reload your energy, sure. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy now already. So if I start to lose my energy, then most likely I will just, you know, end the live for today. I want to become a member, but should I watch the Ichimoku Basic videos first, then watch the members playlist, or should I just hop right into the playlist of the book? Yeah, you can watch the Ichimoku Basic videos first, yeah, to set you up everything for the basic knowledge, and then you can always join as a membership. So yeah, I run the Ichimoku community. So just to let you know that the you know, I run this Ichimoku community. So when you see the join button, right, on your YouTube platform, that's where you can join on my Ichimoku community. This is a monthly subscription, and if you want to see more details about that, you can click on the link below also, and you will come to this page on my website, and you can see all these details of what you can expect on this Ichimoku community here. So yeah, there is a book that you can get that I wrote, and also membership, member-only lives, right, and also members-only Discord, Q&A sessions, and then Ichimoku quizzes, original emojis and badges, and more. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, let me pick up another pair, right, just one last one. So let's see which one we can look at. Alright, S&P 500. Yeah, we can look at the S&P 500. Alright, so yeah, let's take a look at that one, S&P 500. Yeah, because KTS is applicable in indexes too, in indices too. Yeah, so let's take a look at this one. Alright, this is the futures, but you know, we can look at start looking at the daily chart. Right, it is uptrend based on the price action on this S&P 500. This is uptrend, and now based on the KTS, the Kumo is flat. I mean, the Senko span A is flat. Senko span B is moving up, but Senko span A is currently flat, and also Kijun Sen is flat too for the last couple of days now. So I can see that there is a range, right, ever since this day, right here, right, on this 9th or 8th of June, right, it's been flat right now. So yeah, clearly see that the you know, that Senko span A and Kijun Sen is becoming flat, right? So yeah, let's take a look at the smaller time frames and see if there's any uptrend right now on these smaller time frames. So let's take a look at the one. Yeah, unfortunately on this 1 hour chart too, I can see that the Senko span is technically retracing, right? Kumo itself is flat now, and Tenkan-sen, or sorry, the Kijun-sen is also flat too. The green one, Kijun-sen, is also flat too. So I don't see any trend, I don't see any uptrend, from exactly where the Kijun-sen started to be flat on this date, right? This is the 17th of June. Yeah, at around, I think this is like 8 or 4, 3 or 4 a.m. right? It's been flat ever since then. So I would wait for the Kijun-sen to move up and Senko span A to move upwards, right, to look for the buy chance. So in this particular case, I don't really take the kind of trend lines, or I won't even take any of these signals, or these indicators or lines, because I don't see any trend in bigger time frame. Yeah. So yeah, but let's take a look at the 30, right? Yeah, in a 30-minute chart too, it's been flat, right? The price has been flat now, and I can see that the Kumo is completely flat right now, and also Kijun-sen being flat. So yeah, I don't see any up or down trend, so I don't really look for the trading edges. But yeah, if you look at in the past, like for example between here and here, right? For example, when you start to see the Kumo moving upwards, like somewhere here probably, like if you look at the Kumo at that time, it was not really moving upwards, but yeah, if you capture the Kumo, or it was moving up, like in this area, right? Senko span A started to move up, and Kijun-sen was moving up on this time. So yeah, this is somewhere that you can start to look for the uptrend, or to look for the buy chance in smaller time frames, until the Kumo becomes flat in this area right here, right? And Senko span A, Senko span B became flat, right? And also if you look back 26 backwards from this one, it was actually here, right? It was actually exactly on this candlestick. So you can see that the Kijun-sen was also flat too, right? So this is where you don't want to look for the buy chance anymore. So from here to here, I would look for the buy chance, but from here onwards, I won't look for the buy chance or sell chance, because I can see that there is no trend in the market, right? Where I see the Kijun-sen flat, Senko span AP flat. So yeah, but while you were looking at this market right here, you can also look at the kind of trend line, right? In smaller time frames, you can, for example, let's take a look at the 5 that time. And yeah, this is going to be the final topic for today. Yeah, but yeah, if you look at the market like this way, right, it was an uptrend, so you can draw a couple of kind of trend lines like this way, like for example this one, or you can draw a couple of kind of trend lines like this way. Even like these small ones, I would draw and expect the breakout in that timing, on these timings, right? Because it has been uptrend, right? It has been uptrend in 30-minute chart. So first of all, we only look for the buy chance, right? You only look for the buy chance, and then you only expect the breakout of the recent high upwards in this case, right? In theory, as long as it is uptrend in bigger time frame, there should be a breakout of the recent high moving upwards, right? In theory. So after the breakout of the counter trend line in this case, right, you can expect the price will break upwards to this way. And you can put the stop loss at the recent low in this 5-minute chart, these will be the stop losses. Stop losses, and when you take a buy at the breakout, then the stop loss will be here. So worst case scenario will be the break even, right? On this third trial, this can be break even, but if you're taking one of these trades, I'm sure you can be profitable, you know, until you see the horizontal here. So this is where I will start to look for the take profit, right? This is a take profit area where you start to see the 30-minute chart to be flat in bigger time frame. So, and you can take the, you know, counter trend lines to capture the trading edges where the risk can be minimized, but you can, you know, expect the bigger reward. And also you can take, for example, like stochastics gold cross, or you can look at the Bollinger squeeze at that time. But you know, anyways, we look for the buy chance, and you should be right. You should be okay. Okay. And that's because, right? That's because once again, this has been uptrending. So on the last one, I guess this might be the failure, right? On the last trial, if you draw the counter trend line like this way, and if you take a buy here, and if the stop loss was here, slightly below, then this can be the stop loss. Yeah, this can be a stop loss. So this one I would fail, which happens, right? Yeah, and in this particular case, right, one thing that you can notice is that the price broke the recent low downwards first time, right? The price broke the recent low at the stop loss downwards first time in this area, which was quite significant, right? So this is what we usually call the double top, right? And the price might be ranging, or it might go downwards to this way, all the way. And soon after, in 30-minute chart, you start to see the horizontal Kumo, Senko span AB, and Kijun Sen horizontal. So in a 30-minute chart, Ichimoku, right, or KTS, however you call it, this is exactly when you start to see the market ranging in bigger time frames. But until then, you can always look for the buy chance, right? So, and this is basically, this is everything, right? This is everything about KTS. I'm not really thinking, you know, this is very complex. But yeah, I think when it really comes to taking trades, it might be difficult because lots of psychology will be involved, right? When you lose or break evens over time, you might get fear of losing money, or fear of taking trades, right? But yeah, you can eventually, I hope you can be positive, or you can be kind of optimistic to ride on the trend, because that's the, you know, most time efficient way to take trades. Because like I said before, right, you can only run profit whenever you're right? Usually in the world, depending on how many hours you work, or how many, you know, goods you make, or how many stuffs you make, right, you get paid accordingly. But that's not the case in Forex, right? You can always make profit and run profit whenever you're right. So that's why we have to switch our mindset in that sense. So that's why trading is difficult psychologically. Yeah. So it took me like a couple of years, right? Like 1.5 years, 2 years to really switch my mindset to that way. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so all right, I'm getting sleepy now. So I will be ending live anytime soon. So yeah, thank you for your joining as always. Thank you for your participations. And actually, I am thinking to change the time on this live stream. I think I'm changing to like a 5 or 6 hours backwards, right? And try to see if I can do the live at that time, because yeah, this is a little off topic from this forex market, but yeah, I think I will make an official video about that and announce to everyone. But yeah, just for the heads up, I'm thinking to change the live stream time, because this is kind of towards midnight in Japan. So every time, right, after the public live, right, it's okay. But you know, sometimes, right, I have a long day on that day, and like for example, like today, I had a long day today, and you know, sometimes I feel exhausted, and I don't feel like, you know, doing live streams, right? To be honest, but I do, right? I do. When I do it, then you know, I get really excited because I see everybody's here joining, and I explain about the market, so I get excited. So it's okay. But yeah, sometimes, right, I get like a little pressure, and I think sometimes my health condition is not that great on that day, and sometimes I feel not really wanting to do the live, you know, at 11 p.m. in JST. So when I move to Dubai, then you know, I can do that in this timing, because I think it's over there, it's still in like the evening, right, beginning of the evening. But in Japan, this is toward the midnight. So I am thinking to move the live to 11 p.m. to like a 5 or 6 or 7 p.m. in JST, and see how you feel about it, right? So yeah, I don't think I will change it like from tomorrow, but this is just for the heads up, right? So whenever there's a change, I will officially let you know by the video, and also I will change the header of the YouTube so that you know when exactly it will be starting, and also you will have the reminder, right, as always on YouTube, so that the you can also be reminded for the start time change. Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Kay. Great explanation. Sure, you're welcome. All right, good to see you, everyone. Good to see you. All right. Yeah, recommend to watch the basic videos first to set the foundation. Yeah, I think so. I have the video, right, part 1 to 5 of Ichimoku, so you can look at them and set the basic foundation, and then join the Ichimoku membership. Will be great. Yeah. All right. So thank you from Toronto. All right, I've been in Toronto, yeah, for two weeks when I was in high school. So it was a great place. Okay, interesting concept with counter trend lines. Sure, you're welcome. Yep. Thank you, Kay. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. All right. Pick the best time that works for you, Kay. Sure, thank you. Yeah, you can always, right, join the live whenever you can, right? I'm also feeling that the everyday live will be a little bit too much for everybody to follow up, right? Because most likely, right, I don't think I'm not really expecting everybody to join every day's lives, right? Because I just do the lives every day, but it doesn't mean that, you know, I expect everybody to look at all these archives and, you know, look at all these, you know, keep up with these lives every day, right? It's impossible, right? If I were following other YouTubers, right, who are actually doing lives every day, right, even they're doing like 10 minutes or 20 minutes per day, I don't think I can follow. So it's understandable. So that's why I repeat, right, many times, and I go little by little, so that the you know, you can so that you can make sure that you understand my concept fully, so that the you know, it sets you up everything. But yeah, so in terms of the numbers of the lives, I'm thinking to do it. Yeah, I'm thinking to reduce numbers of lives too. Or sometimes, like for example, I'm thinking to do like you know, during the day, 2 or 3 times I do the live at the at the certain time in JST, and all the other days, right, I will just do it freely, right? Between, for example, like between 12 noon time until like 5 p.m. in JST, I will do the live on that certain days. But on certain days, right, I will do the live in, at like, for example, like a 6 p.m. in JSTs, things like that. I'm thinking to do that because, so that I can be flexible that way. Yeah, because, there are some things that are happening, right, in myself too, right? I am a full-time Forex trader, and basically that's my main source of income, and that's mainly what I do. But sometimes there are emergencies with my families, and there are times that I can't do live, right? For many reasons. So, and whenever I do the announcement to cancel, for example, to cancel the live stream, right, I feel bad to everybody, and that's why I try to upload a video instead. But yeah, for now, right, in near future, I'm thinking to do, like, for example, like Tuesdays and Thursdays when I do the Ichimoku membership lives, right, I will be doing the lives with a fixed time, and on the other days, and also the Sunday, right, Sunday forecast, I do it with the fixed time. But on the other days, right, I think I will be flexible, so that whenever you can join, and if you missed it, then you can watch the archive too. So anyways, right, that was a little heads up and things that I'm thinking about to do these lives. But yeah, the purpose remains unchanged, right? I can try to be informative as much as possible, and I can try to be as disciplined as possible, so that you can follow on this schedule, and you can always expect what's coming on my next live. That will remain unchanged. So so that you can keep track on my past lives too. And thanks to the help of Maru and Melanie, right, they are putting the timestamps on my previous lives. So whenever you look at the archives, right, you can watch timestamp. You can use the timestamps, and you can just pick up the information that you are interested in the most. So yeah, whenever I use those timestamps, right, please say hi and thank you to Maru and Melanie. All right, they are here. So okay, so that was a little talk announcement. All right, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay. I think you should take a break 1 or 2 days between week. Yeah. I think I will do that too. Yeah. Okay, I'll be in the time when I'll be at work. What a pity. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you can pick up the lunchtime, right? And yeah, hopefully you can join too. You need a long break, sure. Yeah. Right. So yeah, because I don't really feel tired, right? Psychologically, I don't feel tired at all, but physically, I just feel tired sometimes. So yeah, that's my dilemma, right? And this is a different dilemma, or this is a different, like a psychological dilemma from tradings. Yeah. So anyways, good choice for long-term growth and health. Sure. So yeah, but I don't think I will, I wouldn't stop doing lives. We love your dedication for teaching and throwing your values lights on Ichimoku lines. Sure. Thank you for the words. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone. I can see lots and lots of good comments, and very pleasant and welcoming comments too. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Yeah, without your support, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be doing these lives every day. So I really thank you, yeah, to your contributions as well. All right, so I guess I will be doing the live tomorrow, and I will stop the live for today. So bearish. Yeah. So yeah. So today was a Wednesday, so I was talking about my own strategy, and I was mainly talking about the kind of trend line strategy. Okay, so tomorrow will be the basic Ichimoku basic lecture. So I will talk about a different topic about Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, and afterwards there will be a membership live. So I will see you on the public live or membership live tomorrow. So until then, stay healthy and stay gold. Alright? Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you everyone. Good night.